I've always studied workforce development, and my background actually is in studying the payoffs for workers when they advance up career pathways.
My love language is impact professionally. What can we do that really has a positive impact, particularly for families with young children? I've spent my career working on that.
When I first heard about this benefits cliff issue, I wanted to jump in because I saw this as being directly relevant to conversations that happen in workforce development, and I wanted to pursue that work with a passion because it's something I've always cared deeply about.
This started for me when I served as Florida's Child Care State Administrator and received a phone call from a parent who had been offered a 10-cent an hour wage increase by her employer, and she had 2 young children and she was receiving child care subsidy. And she said, if I've done my math correctly, I'm going to lose eligibility for the subsidy if I take this raise. And so we confirmed her math, and indeed that $200 a year in wage increases was going to mean she lost eligibility for $9,000 in child care subsidy. So that very extreme change to her finances caught my attention. I didn't know what benefits cliffs were called, but I wanted to dig in and understand this experience that this mother had had and understand if that affected other families as well.
Just last week was listening to a parent talk about the incredible pride she had about finally earning enough to no longer be considered in poverty. She had tears in her eyes. She mentioned, now that I'm out of poverty and I have all this pride, I'm now facing the benefits cliff and I don't know what to do. Seeing that struggle in combination with just the passion from researchers and practitioners has been a very rewarding and inspiring experience. The Advancing Careers Initiative, of course, is now a large project, but it originally started out as essentially research. We were really investigating the connection between this benefits cliff issue and workforce development.
And at that time, there were no tools that could provide the information on when these benefits cliffs would occur and how they might change in the arc of a career pathway.
We made this decision to build these tools ourselves and decided to call them the Career Ladder Identifier and Financial Forecaster. Without these tools, really the information workers were getting was just about how much will you earn in this job. But now what the Cliff tools allow you to do is to see, well, what's your total financial picture? How much better off will you be? And what is the real value add of that is it allows that worker to plan so that they are not destabilized in their financial position when they start that new job.
The tools also have been used by community and state partners to think about innovative solutions and pilots that could ultimately solve some of these barriers to economic mobility.
The tools that we are developing with the Atlanta Fed, which I must just give them a huge shout out, they have been a tremendous partner, and we are so grateful. They develop these tools for states at no cost, and they also tailor them to the policies that are here in the state of Maine or whichever state you are working in.
One of the other benefits of the Cliff tool is really at a policy level, as with decision makers who may not have lived experience of being recipients of public benefit programs and having to struggle with the benefit cliffs that exist, to show them the math, because that then removes a lot of the value-based judgment about how hard people may or may not be trying to earn their way out of poverty. And it really built support for what we were doing. Alex and Brittany have been fantastic. My team has worked extremely closely with them, and they've just been absolutely fantastic and flexible. This has been just such a great example of true partnership to show what is possible when we really roll up our sleeves together to tackle what some people feel are intractable problems.
The Yellen Award is just an incredible honor. My very first reaction was, is my name really going to be in the same sentence with Janet Yellen? That is nothing I ever thought would happen, and here we are.
Think about the past winners. To be counted amongst such a distinguished group of project is an extraordinary honor. So my reaction is just gratitude for all those people and the teammates I have and the leadership we have at the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta and the system for enabling this project.
This award is a reflection of our colleagues and team members that have worked with us on this initiative, our colleagues from other Federal Reserve banks that have been instrumental in identifying partners and supporting the implementation of these tools, and the ability to take research and make it actionable and actually know that we are potentially working towards impacting low-income families' lives as they are working to advance their careers.